guys again to our third episode. It's September 16th, 2012. This is Mickey Mac.
And Exxon.
And we want to go ahead and just get right into it because we did have a lot of games this week that I did take a look at. Exxon was actually camping, so he didn't quite get to see a lot of the games, but he saw, of course, the aftermath of what happened. Let's get right into it. So one of the games I want to talk about, just because I know everyone knows we're Dallas Cowboys fans, so they're going to want us to jumpstart on that game, and I will. It was 7-27. We basically got murdered by an actual team that this team is a garbage team. I mean, I told you guys last week I really didn't feel like this team could give us a run for our money. Now they did, but I believe they did is because the Dallas Cowboys did not show up. These are not the Dallas Cowboys that we're used to.
Yeah, it was a crazy game, a 7-27 game, and like Mickey was talking about earlier, I was pretty busy this whole weekend, so I didn't really get time to watch any of the games, which is luckily I didn't have time to watch the Dallas game, so or else I probably would have been more mad. And I am a little tired, so I mean it might look like I'm a little drowsy. It's probably because I am. So.
So I do want to go ahead and get into other games. I mean, a game that's going on right now is the Detroit and San Francisco. Right now it's 14-6. I've been looking at that game, and San Francisco again is looking, I mean, pretty sharp in that game. I'm expecting a miracle. I'm expecting Detroit to still come out and pull it off, but I don't see that happening. Did you see any games that you want to mention?
Well, a game that might have surprised a lot of people was that Arizona and New England game. Yep. It was New England, and New England did not win.
Yep, exactly. And I mean, it's very hard to go up against a team, especially in their home. And that's exactly what Arizona did. Even though it was by a missed field goal that New England lost, but a lot of people were looking at that game and seeing why the Patriots even went for a field goal. I mean, in a situation like that, the Patriots would always go for it. But this time they went for a field goal to play it safe to try to win by one, and he ended up missing.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say they always go for it. I mean, look at all their Super Bowls, all won by a field goal.
Yeah, that's true. Another game I want to get into is Washington and St. Louis. Now, don't get me wrong, St. Louis won that game, but this RG3 character is something. He's something special. I don't like biting into the hype and going into an actual. A quarterback or looking at a quarterback after he won a game and saying, yes, he's, marvelous. Because a lot of people could have said that last week with Romo. But when I look at this RG3, he lost today's game. But himself was flawless.
And Mickey was talking about, earlier on today, he was talking a little bit about most of the teams that were at home won.
Yep. Just
with maybe a few exceptions, so it was just kind of weird to look at that, and so I mean it was we still have the Monday night games too, and we still got the Detroit and 49ers game to happen. Not necessarily much. I'm tired. I'm tired, so I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I didn't watch any of the games or nothing, and we just got to do our weekly podcast, and we're trying to get this going. We had the New Orleans Saints game, 27-35 against the Carolina, against Carolina,
and that was actually a good game itself because New Orleans they don't have their coach. I mean, they don't really have their defense. Right now, I don't believe that is New Orleans out there. And they're still fighting. Drew Brees is still fighting.
And another good-looking game was the Philadelphia and Baltimore game.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking a lot of good stuff about Baltimore last week, and they lost 24-23 against the Eagles.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, I was actually looking for Baltimore to pull through and win on that game just because it's Philadelphia.
They are in our division.
Yeah, exactly. They're in our division. I believe it's actually the Birds that go up against each other next week. Arizona and Philadelphia go up against each other, and I tend to always go for the team that is not in my division. Of course, other than Dallas.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there were a few close games this weekend. So.
Exactly, and I do want to go ahead and make sure that I know Oakland Raider fans right now are still thinking the same thing. Like, wow, this is our second loss again. This is just another game. This game, if it proved anything to me this week, I know a lot of fans out there are thinking, yeah, you know what, our team's 2-0, and that's nice. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be 2-0, but I mean, you always have to back up your team. If your team goes 2-2, you still have to be there for them. And right now, for the Dallas Cowboys, I know that we're 1-1 right now, and I know the Dallas Cowboys did not show up in the Seattle game, but I'm still again 100% backing up the Dallas Cowboys.
See what we meant when we were talking last week about all the games, and we were saying, well, look at them, look at us,
Exactly.
And we said, that's just one game. You never know.
Exactly.
Anything can change.
Exactly.
And I mean, us against Seattle, I mean, we don't even look like the same team that played last week.
Exactly. I mean, to me, I still say it. Seattle may have beat us. Again, Seattle is not one of the teams that I consider an elite team. Other than a couple of players that are on there, the rest of the team is, a C average team. To go up against the Dallas Cowboys, like I said, everyone has their days. So, Seattle, it is their day. Not only that, that game, they dominated. They dominated that game. I can't take that away from them. Even third quarter, 3 minutes to go, I was done with that game. Just because, I saw a Cowboys that was struggling just for a couple of yards. And that's not the Dallas Cowboys. When it came to defense, I saw them struggling to contain the Seahawks for a couple of yards. Again, that's not the Dallas Cowboys. So with that said, I said to myself about that time with my Dallas Cowboys fans around me, this game is one that we're just going to have to let go. We can't take this game into the next game, because once you start to do that, you start to lose game after game after game. So we're going to have to let that one go. But I do want to definitely just make sure that you guys are aware the Denver-Atlanta game is tomorrow. Again, that's that game that DL was talking about. Our special guest last week, he was talking about that game. So definitely tune into that game. Hit up his Facebook. Hit us up on AverageAllStarz, the page on Facebook. And, of course, Sports Rallies as well. They got the group. So definitely do keep that in mind. I just want to see, do you have any other team that you want to talk about?
Nope, I think that should do it for me.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the teams.
Okay.
Just hopefully everyone has a good weekend, or had a good weekend.
Exactly.
So hopefully everyone had a good weekend and wake up early for Monday.
Exactly. So. And definitely just want to apologize to you guys again. Jesse went out camping, doing what he had to do, coming back to make sure that he's dedicated to do AverageAllStarz.
I planned a really good a camping trip for a few months now. Got it done. Actually, we played some football there, and we played our own mud football there. We had some rafts. We had some. We had the field set up, and it was the old people versus the younger people. And believe it or not, even though we just did two-hand touch for the old guys, but believe it or not, that two-hand touch went so physical. It was almost tackle, and the young people in my team ended up losing. We ended up losing against them, but it was a really fun game, and I enjoyed the weekend with all my friends and family. And let's just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Just again, definitely hit up the pages, come out, support us. Let us know if you have any events that are coming up. I mean, we have some events that are coming up, but we'll definitely talk to you about that at that time. But again,
I definitely have an event for Sports Rally. It'll be our official year of being called the group Sports Rally. So we're doing a thing on the 13th, an event, and we're going to try to get football going.
That's October, right?
Yeah, October 13th. If you're on the page, you probably got the invite. Click yes if you're going, maybe if you're not, or no if you're, or maybe, maybe you know how the drill goes. Just let me know what's going on, and just know that's out there. And we are planning to schedule some basketball this Thursday. I'll let you know. And other than that, that's all the scheduled things. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/sports rally.
Yep, and again, the Average All-Stars, just hit us up on the page. Let us know that you support us, or like I said, if you have any events. But again, this is Mickey Mac.
And I'm Exxon, and I just want to wish my dad a happy birthday. He turns 50 today. He was actually diagnosed with pancreatic cancer probably just a year ago. He passed away. And I just wanted to wish him a happy birthday. That's part of the reason why we went out and went camping, just to kind of celebrate, just of the remembering of my dad and all the stuff. He was a diehard Cowboy fan, so that's where I get that from. And, just know not to take advantage of whatever, because you don't know what will happen. You never know what the next day has for you, and you just gotta go with it, So happy birthday! I love you, Dad, and I'm very proud and gifted with all the family and friends and support I have, with all the people that love me and all the people that you've touched, because you were always helping everybody, and people see that. So happy birthday.
And happy birthday as well. I mean, again, anyone, if you want to reach out to us, talk to us, again, hit up the pages. Let us know how you feel. Make sure you comment so we can go ahead and reach back out to you. But again, today is the 16th of September, 2012, and we'll see you on next week's episode.
Love you, Dad.